Welcome to the Facebook live stream. My name is Maud Garrett from DC All Access, and we are currently at the United Nations building right here in New York City. I'm joined by two fantastic women that are wonderful. Pun gun. Hi, ladies. We have Wonder Woman herself, Gal Gadot, and the director of the Wonder Woman movie coming out next year, June 2nd. Pencil it in. We've got Patty Jenkins. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having us.
Today is a fantastic day for a number of reasons. First of all, Wonder Woman, the character, turns 75 today.
Who would think, right?
She looks great.
Amazing. Lots of water.
Lots of water.
Exercise.
Keep hydrated.
Still run around, looking amazing.
75 years since her conception, you could say, from Dr.
I gotta say, I'm so excited. We're finally communicating with
There
the
they
audience,
are.
with the fans. You're the best fans ever in the entire world.
So
Thank
positive,
You
too.
can see all
So
the comments
great.
coming
Oh my
through.
God.
And
So
there'll be
we're
likes
sending
and
all the
stuff.
love as we
And
go. We love you
gratitude.
back.
And gratitude.
And gratitude.
Yeah.
Okay,
We do
sorry.
have fan questions as well, which we'll be getting through. But just before we do that, today is another huge day because Wonder Woman is basically the very first character ever to be designated as the honorary ambassador for empowering women and children.
How
And that in
fantastic
itself
is that?
is amazing.
Yeah.
She's not just a character though, she's an icon. And she stands for so much, and we spoke about it today.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch of questions that kind of address this, so I'd love to get started.
Yep.
Yes.
Ready for your very first fan question today. It is from Keita Panciato from Portugal.
Portugal.
Portugal. I have an Australian accent, which butchers everything. She said, 75 years later, how does Wonder Woman still impact women all around the globe?
I think it's what you just said before. I think that everything that Wonder Woman stands for is so relevant to nowadays. She's all about justice and truth and acceptance and love and you know, her,
Leadership.
and leadership and wisdom and confidence and so many great things that are, you know, and her message is so universal. It's for men to relate to, for women to relate to, and I think that it couldn't be more relevant to nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of feel like since her inception, what she did for people and what she did for me as a kid, and this is actually going to be, this answers so many of the questions today. When I was a girl, Wonder Woman was the character who I saw and understood. I don't have to understand more about politics or about the world or about anything. I want to be that person, and I want to stand for that, and I want to be that everything, where I could both be strong and kind and wonderful and badass, but beautiful and kind, you know, and loving and all those things. So I think, like, it is funny because I love superheroes, but she does stand for something incredibly unique to me, which is how many superheroes are there in the world who get to really be an inspiration of standing for good and love and kindness and empowerment all at the same time. And she did it for me, and I love that she's doing that for the world.
I think it's great that she's an ambassador in herself. She's the ambassador of the Amazonian women to mankind and Earth. The fact that she's an ambassador now,
Yeah.
in real life,
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Wonder Woman made me accept that it's okay to be too tall.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and made all
It was
kinds
normal.
of people
Yeah.
realize that it was okay to be whatever they were. Girl, boy, man, woman, anybody could want to be Wonder Woman and believe they could be everything, which is what I love about it.
Thanks for that one.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Jennifer Contreras, who says, how does it feel to be the one to teach girls that a girl can be both the princess and the warrior?
It feels
Unbelievable.
amazing. Unbelievable.
That's the most incredible thing, because that's what I feel like I suffered from as a girl growing up. I was told I was being told by the world I had to choose, that I should choose to be a more serious person, or I was shamed for feeling like I wanted to be beautiful or wanting to be a princess or anything. No, the victory of feminism is when we can move beyond that and believe you could actually be everything you want to be all at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's incredible to be a part of. Incredible.
You're just like, yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
There's not much to add. I don't think that, you know, if you can do both, if there's no boundaries, you can be beautiful and sexy and smart and successful and confident, and still you can be vulnerable. You can be everything. You know what I mean? I think that we got tied up to this idea of, you know, if a woman is beautiful, she probably not as smart. If a woman is strong, she's probably, you know, and it's not the case, especially not
It
nowadays.
definitely should not be the case. Or what kind of
Exactly.
message are you sending out if you're telling people that that's the way it has to be?
And also for boys,
Yeah.
boys don't have to be only the strong,
Emotionless.
assertive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
emotionless. They can be everything. All of us
Yep.
should be able to you know, to own who we are and just be.
I feel like our girls a lot of the time hear that they are too fill in the blank. They're too tall. They're too big. They're
Exactly.
too emotional. They're not,
Exactly.
you know. And I think being too much of something is actually
Yeah.
a good thing.
It's enough shaming of being too much of anything,
Yeah.
or that you can't be one thing and be the other.
So
Enough.
being all of it, the princess and
Yep.
the warrior, is encompassing.
Exactly.
We've got another question here. Oh, it's a nice long one from Timothy Lebov from Louisiana. You ready for
Awesome.
this one? Already a little teary. As the father of 4
Teary?
girls,
As the father of 4 girls, wow, good for you and your wife.
I need to know, how do we empower tomorrow's real world Wonder Women? Cultural pressures around and they feel like they need to do girly things. I want them to know that they can do anything that they set their minds and sights on. We are so excited to see Wonder Woman in the theaters next year.
Yeah, we're so excited that we will go to see the movie. We can't wait to share this movie with you. But for your question, I think that first and foremost, like the most important thing with kids, that's the way I see it as a mother, is that you need to teach them how to value themselves and how to love themselves and how to surround themselves with people who love them as much as they love them. And as far as empowering, and I think that once you have that, once you have a kid with good self-esteem, he's in a very good place.
Yeah.
And also for parents, I think that, you know, if you expose your girls to, like, don't just take them to ballet, or don't just take them to ice skating. Take them to see a like a football game. Take them to see, you know, make them their experience, expose them to variety of things that they can do.
Yeah.
And learn.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add to that is I think that it's almost like it's funny. Raising kids is not exactly the same as this, but there's nothing like positive, like things you aspire towards, and I think we've learned that more and more with time. We used to try to make people change through negative messages, and on the forefront of dog training and, you know, education and things, you realize it's positivity, things you aspire towards is much more effective. And so the thing that excites me about this movie and about the daughters, the 4 daughters of the world and all the daughters of the world, is I hope that I love that we get to be a part of making something, of putting something out there, of something one can be excited about in every way and aspire to be. And we have such an incredible Wonder Woman here to do it with, because she is that way herself in her own true heart and in her life, and I'm not just saying that, I mean it. And so we have a wonderful character, and we have a wonderful actress, and we have an entire crew of
And
wonderful
the most
people,
amazing
and DC Comics, so big. And DC Comics and everybody who believes, like, in trying to make this something wonderful that you could want to be, and that's what excites me so much, is to think of those girls seeing that and saying, like, I want to be like that. I want to be thoughtful and good and kind at the same time, you know, and that I'm strong and badass and whatever.
Think of all the wonders we can achieve.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Exactly, nice.
Comic-Con.
Initiative.
Comic-Con this year, not biased because you are in the room, but the Wonder Woman trailer was the best thing that came out of that. So,
Thank
oh, it was
you.
amazing!
There's
Press
gonna be
that like
another one
button
coming
if you
out
liked
soon.
it. Oh yeah, next one we've got one for Gal and Patty from Annette Mackenzie from the United Kingdom. Hello.
Awesome.
Oh, lovely.
Spotty.
We shot the movie there.
Oh yes, you did too.
Yeah, yes.
It's cold there.
It's very cold in the winter in the costume outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Wonder Woman outfit, it's surprising.
But I'm not gonna-
I wouldn't know because I was in a snowsuit. She looked awfully cold.
Golly. It was very cold.
It was amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
but we love
that's a whole
London.
other, that's a behind the scenes.
Yeah.
There you go. Fun fact. You heard it here first. Who do you think a real life Wonder Woman? Can't wait for the film, isn't it? But who do you think of the real life Wonder Woman?
Honestly, I have so many answers, and I've thought about this a lot because I think there are you know,
Many.
incredible people throughout history, Benazir Bhutto and you know, Amelia Earhart and all, you know, so many people come to mind. But I really like wanted to reflect on like there are the people, Mother Teresa, people who we know, and then I found myself thinking about surprising people who are in our own world right now, and like Oprah Winfrey is a huge inspiration to me because look what she has built, and then look what she uses that power for. She both has an incredible, you know, presence in the world, but she uses it to do good. And you know, people in our own industry, Laura Ziskin was a producer who really inspired me. She was the producer who made all the Spider-Man films and tons of amazing movies, and then turned around and started Stand Up to Cancer.
Yeah.
And Dawn Steele, first woman to run a studio, whose husband and daughter are our producers on this film.
Cool.
She would have been so incredibly, you know, proud to see her family
Daughter
going
and
on to
husband
make.
doing such a
Yeah, because she really was the real thing, you know. And so I just, there's so many of them all around us, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, great, yeah, all kinds of people. I look forward to celebrating them all.
And also, you know, Patty was talking about Wonder Women that are bigger than life, like Oprah and Dawn, and I think that there's so many, you know, I don't want to say simple, but because I can't find the right word.
Non-obvious.
Yeah, non-obvious women
Many.
that are single moms and they have kids and they have
Great point.
to go and work in 3 different jobs to support their families. And there are so many women that are going through so many struggles and challenges in life. And I think that the fact that they don't give up and they continue because they believe it can be better and it will be better are true Wonder Women for me.
It's their fight that
Yeah.
they want to win. Linda Carter also today at the press conference at the United Nations said that Wonder Woman is real because she lives in all of us. So I think we all have the ability to be Wonder Woman, which is pretty cool. We've got time for one last question, and it's from Cameron Robertson, who said, what characteristic or feature that Wonder Woman possesses do you believe the next generation should aspire to have?
Thoughtful goodness.
Ooh.
Thoughtful goodness. I think the difference is that it's not easy to be a hero. She has all of the potential to be a hero in every way, right? But the world is a complicated place, and doing the right thing is complicated, and it oftentimes requires much more forgiveness and kindness and love, even when love is not deserved. And
That's so true.
that's a huge thing that I hope that we can be a part of inspiring, is to be a hero. Means taking on being a hero yourself, not because it's easy for you or because there's an easy villain to slay, because you want to be a better person and believe in better for the world.
So a whole lot of selflessness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this live Facebook chat
This was so cool.
with Patty
It was
Jenkins
so
and Gal
amazing.
Gadot.
You gotta do it more.
If you do want to stick around, they will be jumping onto Twitter to answer some more fan questions. So head over and follow them on Gal Gadot and on Patty Jenks. I like that Twitter handle. They'll be answering your questions as well. But thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, fans. Thank
Be
you,
a Wonder Woman
supporters.
today.
Thank you, everyone.